Mr. Trollton.
Hold on, y'all. I gotta do a sound check before we go in. I gotta do a sound check. Hold tight. Hold tight, y'all. Yes, sir. Another classic. Hold on. Yo, make sure you share and like on the way in, family. Share and like. What's going on, human being? Yeah, we gonna start with another one. Let me do this check. Sound check, sound check. All right. We are back in the building. I told y'all I was gonna end up taking a break, but I got into a couple of conversations with a few people. Yeah, I've on this before. And this stems from them not releasing the Epstein. This would be a tragedy if people found out that Jeffrey Epstein has fathered over 2 million Americans. Yeah, allegedly he has. I don't have all my slides with me, so we'll be doing some new sharing, still sharing this. Bear with me. I'm just giving you the right behind why Epstein. It's like, some people really wanna see that birth certificate and find out, who they really are, because ain't no telling how long he's been doing these operations on this damn island. Ain't no telling how long. They gonna let me share on this. Yeah, let me share this live right quick, and we'll be right back. And you know what? This this the same reason why Elon Musk got all them kids. He just doing it openly. But if you wanna sweep some stuff under the rug, yeah, you do it on an island. And there's an old movie called The Island of Dr. Monroe, and Epstein is acting like this damn scientist that has populated certain sectors in America, and I'm pretty sure it ain't just in America, it's probably around the world, but this is the reason why he's listed as an Israeli Mossad spy. And the thing is, who knows, he might have followed some people that's in government, you know what I'm saying? You never know what this dude. And people are like wondering why they're not releasing the documents, and I'm thinking in my head like, yeah, it can't just be celebrity, just graping camp. You know what I'm saying? It can't just be that. It got to be more to it, like a whole religious side of it. And this is what they've done, and they've done this with the Cabbage Patch Kids concept through Clone A, spiritual resurrection, how to put the spirit back in the body, things of that nature. But let me get let me pull this up. Oh, you said J.P. Morgan was in that? They all, man, I'm telling you, this is how they bloodline lasts on the earth. You know what I'm saying? These are what they call the Nelson or the Elohim. You know what I'm saying? You got Jeffrey Epstein would be hell. Then his creation would be the Elohim. But it's only like, say it be only like 144,000. I'm just throwing that number out there. But it'd be some red pill, blue pill type shit too. So once people find out who they are, yeah, they're gonna be like, they're gonna get to this crossroads like, man, I'm a damn test tube baby out this bitch. You know what I'm saying? J.P. Morgan, Peter Thiel, who else be involved in that shit? The Gates Foundation, all these people are in cloning technology, man. Because you gotta think, once certain civilizations phase out, they gotta repopulate. So this was another way of doing it through the Cabbage Patch technology. I might have had some pictures already queued up. There go Peter Nygaard right here. This your vampire Vlad the Impaler looking motherfucker. And like I said, he ain't no different than the rest of them. And Peter Nygaard, he specializes in taking women's fetuses and eggs. So I'm just giving you like a slight introduction on how he tried to speak this damn human race, or a large portion of it. I'm not sure how large it is, but they trying to say it's, they're trying to say it's the national security threat. Hold on, we gotta pull up J.P. Morgan, man. Hold on, I still gotta share this. I still gotta share the live, man. You go look up J.P. Morgan. I still gotta share this live, family. What's the call and stuff, too? I done had conversations with everybody today, man. Like about all kind of stuff. And I wanted to dig into what we call social Darwinism, because that has a lot to do with this damn uptick hate concept. Revelation. Racism is a damn falling right into it, and being controlled artificial intelligence. Somebody's creating these videos. We already seen it doing it. NASA, deep fake technology. Yeah, AI put in that nasty one. A lot of people don't see it that way. A lot of people who said they want to take the mark of the beast are already participating in that program. I'm like, all right, just the concept of God or who they call Christ, saying if you call on the name of Christ, Christ ain't gonna answer because you done merged with this demiurge, which they call AI, but he go under a few different type of deities, you know what I'm saying? But this is the knowledge of the Zionist religion. So yes, he dabbles in that type of atmosphere. They like to resurrect souls, and they want to be the mediator behind that. They want to be the what they call the man-or. They want to control man's or. What is menorah? Man, that's a symbol. Menorah. That's man's or. They're able to control that via Neuralink. Birds of a feather flock together, check into your long loud. Oh, okay. A federal judge on Thursday approved a settlement of a class action lawsuit, which J.P. Morgan Chase will pay $290 million to SA victims. What is that? What does the SA stand for? You know, I just got done smoking. I don't know what that is. Let me know, because I don't know. Well, yeah, hold on. We're going to pull up this J.P. Morgan case lawsuit. You got the Diddy lawsuit case popping off too. J.P. Morgan fails to take suit over $119 million project. Oh, I don't like that. Where's this money going now? J.P. Morgan facing several lawsuits for legal action. Bank has filed lawsuits against customers. They filed a lawsuit against customers. They allegedly stole tens of thousands of dollars from the bank due to vulnerability in its ATM system. The bank also going after customers who allegedly stole amounts of another lawsuit. Allegedly charged with amount. Damn. So they bait. Damn. Yeah, I just looked at that on the news. It's called the cyber abuse. Yeah. And the thing is, one form of it is that they be putting corn online too. The corn, child corn. Yeah. But a lot of people took that money, bro. A lot of people took that money. It's no different than the PPP loan type shit. They'll purposely put a glitch in the matrix, and then they'll basically deduct wages out of the check if it's under a certain amount. But if it's over a certain amount, they're gonna fry your ass. bank is also going after customers who allegedly stole amounts of over 70,000 bands. Yeah, this stuff, family. A lot of motherfuckers go. I'm telling you right now, a lot of motherfuckers ain't gonna survive this shit. JP Morgan faced with sued by customers who's the largest U.S. bank having unfairly charged fees that depositors check with no fault of their own account. A proposed class action filed on Tuesday night, 5 customers said U.S.-based bank Chase got $12 deposited items of currency. You know what they be doing? You know exactly what they're doing. They take that money out and they put it on the stock market and put it back in. That's what they fucking doing. They borrowing it, putting it on the stock market, and no telling what they money and get it real. They recuperate it back real quick. Cause I've seen dirty ass fees come off my damn card. I'm like, man, what the hell's going on? And they end up putting it back. I don't know where it came. You know what I'm saying? Like, you already been hacked. You already been hacked so many times. I don't even give a fuck. There ain't really no protection. But I guess if somebody hack your shit too bad, you're able to recuperate that money. So let's get back on this damn Jeffrey Epstein though. You got people crying out, yeah, let me see the Epstein documents. And then, you know what? When they actually unfold, it might not be in people's favor. And I'm thinking like, yeah, that's the only reason why it will be a big security risk. And yes, guess what? There was a Met Gala today. You see Whoopi Goldberg, she looks horrible. She looks fucking horrible. I told you, when you want to go into black entertainment, you gotta look weird. You gotta you gotta be bald. You gotta be disgruntled. You know, it comes with a lot of ignorance. And I call them costumes. Dude right here, Don Luke. This is just, I ain't gonna go off I do trending topics too, but he got his way. I warned him a long time ago. I said, hey man, watch the flip. He didn't listen. He didn't listen at all, man. He got a big surprise. Allegedly, Dom Luce is supposed to be going to Israel with a whole bunch of other influencers. We'll pull him up later, man. We'll pull him up. Yeah, but ain't no telling what type of motherfuckers Jeffrey Epstein was putting on that island, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, he could have had these demons walking around in the forest with the damn kids, mixing people together. This is Stalin. He mixed human DNA with monkey man DNA. He was trying to recreate a super soldier. I don't know what the fuck they was doing over here, trying to recreate these motherfuckers. But yeah, I'm pretty sure that the kids on that island received a chip. And these kids are very different than other kids. Yes, they could be Orlando Brown, your kids in Hollywood, Ariana Grande, all these social media influencers who's protecting certain documents from the public, because the thing is, all these Hollywood actors, they all related to Jeffrey Epstein. Just like, man, look, only a motherfucking inbred like Orlando Brown was facing shit like this. And I know And to come to think about it, yes, they produce Cabbage Patch Kids that are black, but they don't make too many of them. All right, they don't make too many of them. Uh, Orlando Brown shocks fans by claiming he slept with his parents. So, you know, this is how you mix the human DNA. She might be one too. They said she's a small hat. You know what I'm saying? But they might be connected to this dude. They got free range to influence public opinion. I'm just putting that theory. You know what? At this point, it ain't even clear. There gotta be some truth behind this. Because I'm looking at Jeffrey Epstein, and we still don't know if he's dead or alive. Just like P. Diddy, we don't even know if P. Diddy's in jail. We have not ever seen a picture of P. Diddy. Hey, you know what? I think they do the same type of behavior, but a lot of things going around. I think P. Diddy do it a different way. I think Elon Musk, he do it another way, and I think he just went overboard with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, these celebrities, man, they pass around a lot of kids. Y'all think celebrities just have 4 or 5 kids? No, these people go to these sex parties and they repopulate. Like, they really do sexually deviant things for scientific reasons. And Jeffrey Epstein is a perfect example. I'm gonna read this because it says a human clone. This is through Comey, because it says a human cloning organization tied to realism. And what did I tell y'all about realism? All these celebrities involved in it. And I had a picture. Kanye West. Realism. Realism right here. This is a whole Scientology code. And they deal with reproducing. This is why he loves porn. This is why the small hat industry controls the porn industry. They all about sexual type of breeding. They run. These are breeding. Okay, and they do sex rituals for these breeding camps, and they do Neuralink transplants in these breeding camps when they get too technical. Like, I think they do that stuff on the island, but probably like regular clone aid technology, it'll be in like a dungeon or a basement, some sort of environment. This is the Pope. He get laid to death. But when the Pope ushered down to this dungeon, that's when they do his body swap. This would be called hell. Hebrew cosmology. It would be Sheol. Cosmology. And he raised 3 days later. Neuralink transplant. And you would never know that these two would wear the same hat and share the same technology. And these are the revelations that they would be hiding in the basement of the Vatican. They do body swapping, but they give you characters like Enoch to tell you their story. But that's how Enoch left the earth, through brain-computer interface. here go your realism concept right here that they talking about. So this is cloning technology, and like I said, this will be your L and L, your L, and your extension of L will be the Elohim. So you got two different types of transhumanism technology being administrated into the public eye, but it goes unnoticed because every seed that Jeffrey Epstein has planted is like an agent in the matrix. They have no soul. They technically don't have no soul because their whole genetic DNA is being terraformed from the inside out. This dude right here is sick, and they not telling you that. This is the knowledge of the Cabbage Patch Baby. Twitter link sent on JP Morgan into song loud, too loud. I can't hear you too well. You can't hear. Hold on, man. Do I still got the music on? I probably still got the music on. I hope I still don't have the music on. Yeah, I still had the music on. I'm so stupid. But I hope y'all heard. Did y'all hear everything I was saying? I hope y'all heard everything I was saying. Hold on. My bad, y'all, about that. Yeah, I probably still had the. Matter of fact, let me do this. Yo. See, I can't even hear the background music. That's what it is. I cannot hear the background music on my headphones. So let me see if I can pick it up right here. I did have it on the whole time. Damn. Well, oh well. Oh well, we gotta let it ride. Shit. We gotta let it ride. So yeah, let's get let's continue with let's continue with the bill. It be like that sometimes. My bad. It be like that sometimes. But let's get back to this. Hey, you sent that Twitter link. Hold on. It's not in my Twitter. What did you send it to? My Facebook? Cause I don't see it in my Twitter. Send it to my Twitter message. Cause I didn't get it. I didn't get it at all. So who? Why are people saying that, man? People are so fucking silly. Oh, I was referring to. Oh, I see it, bro. I see it. I see it. I see it. I see it. Oh, this is what you're talking about. All right, let me screen share this. Let me screen share this. Let's read. JP Morgan's $290 million settlement with Epstein accusers approved by U.S. Damn. Damn. So he's into that shit too. He's into clonate and embryo reproduction and shit like that. I told you that's all they into. But it's an abomination. It's an abomination of God. Like And I understand this. I mean, I understand what they doing. Like, if certain populations like just went kaput, yeah, they would have to administrate this type of technology to repopulate these damn lands. And I'm thinking in my head, like, yeah, that's Money Man, aka Money Man, JP Morgan. And they always got unlimited black money, black projects to fund these type of manifestations. These because a Cabbage Patch Kid is blasphemy. And I told you, like, if you born in a test tube, you basically having an immaculate conception. You weren't born by the male phallus. It was you see what I'm saying? And they specialize in that type of behavior. Peter Nygaard, he's kin to the Vlad the Impaler, and he's part of the real society too. These is blood sucking entities that want that brain harvest. These are brain harvesting animals, and the reason why they could get away with it is because they go by maritime law. They do all these fucking experiments on islands and shit. Maritime is marry. Yes, maritime is basically is you on God's time. Maritime law, land, air, and water. But due to this immaculate conception that they administrate on these islands, yes, that was the worship or the worship was this technology. Now, there were other instances in the Bible where you had these immaculate conceptions because woman, these one I think Rachel in the Bible, I'm not mistaken. I think her name is Rachel. There's been many instances of where the Holy Ghost had to impregnate the woman because of birth problems. And you wondering why Cash Patel cannot leak this red folder. I understand why. I don't complain about it. Cause once those 2 million plus people find out who they really are, those those people will go completely rogue. They would go completely rogue, family. Imagine 3 million, 4 million, let's say 10 million people find out Jeffrey Epstein is their fucking father. And they all just sprouted up at one time and people got shipped here, trafficked here. A lot of people didn't make it. Some people got their organs extracted. They didn't make it all the way through. Yeah, this is real shit. Elon Musk telling you what's going on because he got about 14, 15 kids, don't he? He just do it. He don't do it the dirty way. He just who knows if his kids are artificially inseminated. It's very sick. It's very sick. These people they don't even like having. Some of them don't like having sex. They just want to squirt the test tube baby in there. That's all they want to do. They just want to squirt the test tube baby in the artificial womb, and that be that. But they've been showing us this, and this is what they uphold, operating on the feeble-minded. We gonna go into this bill too, because I had a whole documentary I was gonna do on this, but I wanted to do the Epstein files again. This ain't the first time I did something like this on this subject, but this is what they want to. This is what they want you to be right here. An artificial womb growing on Sophia, a damn Sophia humanoid with carbon skin. I told y'all the carbon skin is the 666 carbon. That's what these damn deities are made from. These hellish like abominations. But we done merged with these motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? We done merged with these bitches, and the thing is, we merged with the video or the false image of them too. You can't tell. We done pulled up the videos on how they could just uh, recreate a whole video, and you wouldn't be able to tell the difference unless somebody was really telling you what that meant, and it's crazy. So let's get into this J.P. Morgan. Okay, it says a U.S. judge on Thursday approved J.P. Morgan's Chase $290 million settlement with women who said Jeffrey Epstein abused them, and that the largest U.S. bank turned a blind eye to the late financer's sex trafficking. U.S. Judge Jeff Rakoff called the deal a really excellent settlement that he could prevent future sex trafficking by alerting banks and consequences for facilitating transactions linked to it. Damn, this case sent a message through this very substantial settlement that banking institutions have responsibilities that perhaps were not fully recognized in the past, the judge said. The deal for embarrassing disclosures that JP Morgan ignored internal warnings and overlooked red flags about Epstein because in a valuable he has been a valuable client. Epstein was a JP Morgan client. Damn. Yeah, so he got his sperm laid up everywhere. He got his eggs all across the world too. That you know what I'm saying? You gotta think, man. They gotta keep their bloodline going somehow. And then they keep track of these women. They track them and they track their offspring as well. And next thing you know, they in a Hollywood movie. You know what I'm saying? They in a Hollywood movie, or they some damn child entertainer that just blew up out of nowhere. No, it was a whole father watching them their whole lifetime, and he's sitting back with the all seeing eye technology in the house, and you know what I'm saying. Everything's connected via uh, brain computer interface. And I'm pretty sure they have mastered this damn technology as this tracking. So, yep, trafficking is tracking. That's why they want to administrate this damn tracking technology too, so they can keep an eye on who's growing. They gotta watch their crops actually grow. That's the Cabbage Patch Kid technology. And Ron L. Hubbard was one of the philosophers and the founders of this Scientology religion. It's the real society. The John Rockefeller Masonic Creed. How to keep the average American feeble-minded, so they could administer the operations on the brain. Your Neuralink technology, but it's all tied to the Cabbage Patch because you got to put the soul into the tube. It's an immaculate conception. God versus government. That's the crossroads. And people think God is God government because the thing is, it seems like it because to certain cultures that's their religion. That's their religion. It's how they got the upper hand on people. How much is that worth? How much power? Yeah, this is how they always get the upper hand on people. And everybody else got lower IQs than them because they came with the technology first. Anybody that came to certain lands with the technology, everybody after them go have lower IQs than the person that administrated that that system. So, and that's just by design. It is what it is. Everybody's not gonna catch on to this. Don't know. A lot of people don't have access to this type of information. It's gone occult, but they show you. They got to put it in your face for it to work anyway. They got to tell you what they're doing, and at this point, you're not gonna wake up anybody. This is the end game, and I think that's the highest pinnacle of knowledge of corruption or abomination that can be displayed on a public level is the Epstein files. I mean, you can't get no higher than uh, artificial insemination, and that's why they eyes is on the fucking side of their head too. I don't know if y'all remember the Island Boys, but they eyes on the side of their fucking head too, like frogs and shit. Animal, I call them animorphs. Y'all remember that show, the Animorphs? They just look weird. You could tell something didn't connect, or the test tube didn't connect all the way. Sometimes you do have immaculate conceptions where everything went through, but I'm gonna say most of the time something didn't connect, and you could tell. But I don't know if that's the deciding factor of if it's 100% authentic or not. It's actually not, because the baby wasn't not made out of love. It didn't have a Cupid story. It was artificially inseminated, and that's what he's for. That's what he's for. One big ass fucking sperm bank out this bitch. But yeah, I'm about to get up off here. I think, hold on. Yeah, you right. That's how they got the upper hand, bro. Well, yeah, I was just giving people a rundown on why they're not releasing the documents, and I've been telling people, like, do you think 2-3 million people is gonna be satisfied with that news? And do you think in return they're gonna go crazy, or are they gonna malfunction? You just, that's just something that you can't fathom. Now it's like, oh man, I'm a zombie. This guy's my damn father. You know what I'm saying? Something's wrong with me. That could all be going through people's head, and people could be actually contacted with this news via email saying, "Hey man, you got to come to so and so location." Like, I don't know if you've seen the Men in Black movie, where Will Smith, he kept on getting clues saying he had to go to a certain spot or a certain building to get checked out. You know what I'm saying? These people already been they call them the chosen, or the 144,000. But who knows? It could be more than that. It could be exactly 144. But I'm assuming that it's just gonna be a tragedy when people hear this news. Like, that's just my theory on why they won't release it. Why else won't they release it? Somebody tell me, because the thing is, if it was just sex crimes with uh fucking entertainers and shit, that ain't nothing to release some shit like that. That ain't nothing to say, hey, these people did this, these people did that. But the thing is, I believe it's on another magnitude. It is. It gotta be. It gotta be. Uh, this information gotta be sealed as majestic. You know what I'm saying? Because, like I said, Jeffrey Epstein, they deal with they deal with this religion called realism, Aurelianism, Ra and El. That's the whole point. This UFO religion of putting the spirit back into the body through via clonate and brain computer interface. So they able to remote view your soul taking a journey from the other side back into the container, or what we call the firefly in the mason jar theory, putting a light and twisting the cap on the mason jar. It's it's like catching fireflies to these people. That's the whole concept of the CERN technology. And these are the portals or the gateways they have to use to put the soul into the test tube. This is what you call spaghettification. Oh my God. My God. Let's uh let's go into this video. Let me see if I can hear this
used to
video.
convert food. These insects are being used to convert food waste into fuel.
It's called the black soldier fly. It's a beneficial insect that eats enormous quantity of waste.
And that's what they want you to do. This is what they want us to do. And they turn us into flies. That's what they doing. Have you ever seen Revelations? Have you ever heard of being raptured or raped and captured? This is the Lord of the Flies concept, because you being called back to the Father. But they put so many pesticides in our food and genetically modify us. We just go to sleep and just lay down and eventually just wither away. You know what I'm saying? It's off the food, period. So I don't know if they really trying to clean this up or not. You have these electronical devices weighing you down, terraforming you, making you tired. A lot of people energy are drained because these devices siphon our energy on a daily basis. A lot of people are getting headaches and migraines, heart attacks, and all that at a rapid rate. It's due to this technology and food. The technology is in the food, the mRNA.
It's all part of a process engineered by Circa Biotech, based in the United Arab Emirates.
And guess what? This is what Klaus Schwab wants you to eat. Klaus Schwab wants you to eat bugs and shit. You know what I'm saying? And all this food, it does terraform your DNA. But I guess they're trying to find a healthy way to do it. Let's get into the video.
The company is breeding thousands of black soldier flies, which they say could help tackle a global environmental problem. Here's how it works.
Need to replace your
And
heating
this
and
is,
cooling
you know
system?
what?
You can do that.
This is good that they're trying to find natural, sustainable ways of living, or having a utopia on Earth. I guess that's the way that they're trying to go, but it is being done on a technological way. But I think it's gonna merge with. I think it's gonna be beautiful how they go design it. Uh, I'm not all about doom and gloom on this channel. There is a light at the end of the tunnel. So if you think I'm just demonizing everything, I'm not. But if we gonna realize what Jeffrey Epstein really personifies in this matrix, we need to acknowledge that. Also, like I said before, who knows why they're not releasing the documents? And they're leaving I think they're leaving it up to people, certain people, to figure it out. They're not just going to say, "Hey, uh, just because you was asking for it, it's right here." I know how the government does stuff. They bring stuff out in layers to basically soften the landing because you cannot see. For instance, they might let y'all hear my channel. You know what I'm saying? This motherfucker might go viral or something. You never know because at some point in time they can't just say here this is what's going on. It'll be mass hysteria. It'll be like I'm gonna be honest with you because I'm gonna be honest with you. If somebody if I got a letter in my mail saying that I need to do a DNA test or yeah something like that to find out if I was related to Jeffrey Epstein and my whole life been a fucking lie, I would go ballistic. I wouldn't be able to function. So I would have 300, 500 siblings. You know what I'm saying? Over a million siblings. And now I gotta find my damn you know what I'm saying? One more Twitter link sent. Let me back up out of here. Cause I think they was talking about something else on that video. But you know how I like to stretch the imagination on this channel. Oh shit, you done sent me some holy moly donut shop. Hold on. I don't know if y'all can see that or not. Let me read. JP Morgan stacking the deck. Make sure y'all sub up to his channel too on X. Cause he got good content on his channel. JP Morgan stacking the deck from Federal Reserve to military industrial complex. JP Morgan was known for manipulating markets, installing his people in key positions, and ensuring financial dominance before the famous Jekyll Island. See, they always deal with these damn islands. They always deal with these fucking islands, man. Meeting of 1910, which led to the creation of the Federal Reserve. He also controlled every the three out of the five key votes in that secretive decision making process. Damn. That'll be your what is it called? When you go through that election system, those would be I forgot the terminology behind that. I'll think of it because you don't see those people, you don't see those secret votes from behind the scenes. They gotta vote like the public does their vote, and then the legislators. I think it's called the legislators, if I'm not mistaken. And then I guess there's somebody behind in the Moose Lodge. It gotta get. It has to be blessed. You know what I'm saying? It has to be ordained. It don't matter if the people voted for you if they didn't ordain it uh, in the proper format. You're not getting in there. But I think Trump bullied his way in there with his lawyers. He had too many. He had too many eyes watching on these swing states. Like the establishment could not sway it. They couldn't sway this one. I'm gonna be honest with you. That all eyes was on them. Uh, I'm gonna keep on reading. This was just one of the many steps consolidating power over the U.S. financial system. The Jekyll Island meeting, the birth of the Federal Reserve, who was at the meeting, Nelson Aldrich, he a senator. Damn. They all friends, you know what I'm saying? The senator, banking, they all control the lobbyists, they really control the company. But the will of the people has to have a louder voice than the lobbyists. But at this point, they say we've reached a singularity to where we don't need public opinion no more. AI would be able to do it for you. So we at that precipice at this point. We at those crossroads where man has merged with uh, the beast. Henry P. Davison, Benjamin Strong, Paul Wahlberg, representing European. That's the European Union, and Frank Vanderlip. I like that last name, Vanderlip. I like that. I would love that. I would love to have that last name, honestly. Uh, yeah, but these are bankers, and this is who established America through the Federal Reserve. Um, they tied in with the Skull and Bones. Some say your boy, what's his name? The vice president, he tied in with Skull and Bones. I got, matter of fact, I captured the original uh I pulled it up and I screenshotted it, and then somebody asked about it later on, and I looked it up and tried to look for it again, and it changed this whole. I got both screenshots somewhere on my phone, but I ain't trying to look for it right now. I'll look for it later on. But I've done episodes on it. We captured uh the deception on the internet, how they able to just scrub stuff off if that particular person doesn't want it on there, or they're worded in a different type of manner to where you wouldn't be able to see the connection. So these people are very crafty when it comes to deceiving people, and we already taught AI how to lie. So in return, it lies to us due to this concept called a mirror matrix. So if AI analyzes that we're living a lie in a false base reality, it's gonna basically match that threshold. So when you arguing with people on the internet and they seem like they can't find the answer to what's being presented, it's for a reason, because AI is basically using reverse psychology, and it's only spitting what you know out. That's the whole mirror matrix. It's calibrated towards your understanding. It's crazy how they did this, but it was all a science project to begin with. Uh, what else do we? Five of the five attendees, three were directly aligned with Morgan. See, that's your lobbying. They already friends. You know what I'm saying? They already go to the golf course together. And the thing is, really, you would want people that's aligned with you when it comes to business. They can't throw you under the bus. So I understand why certain people align with certain people. You just can't have anybody in your circle either. That's the Masonic creed. You know what I'm saying? This is why they gotta take certain oaths, because if the cat's out the bag, infidels could fuck this whole shit up, and that's what's being done covertly, uh, as we see it happening in real time. Um, it says Morgan wasn't just playing the game; he was rigging it for the future generations. His influence extended beyond finance into elite societies, secret societies that place individuals in government, intelligence, and defense sectors. The Russell Trust and Skull and Bones. The Russell Trust funds, yeah, yeah. I truly believe this, yeah, yeah. You know why the reason they call it yeah? Because yeah, once they grab the little boy's ball sacks, you know what I'm saying, they start to yell. Yeah, they get nasty in them. I'm telling, look, you ever heard of Hell Night? You ever heard of Hell Night? So if they back there yelling, if you look at a Masonic lodge, I think people might, if you a truther, you seen these videos on the internet of where they be yelling back there. Yeah, they be yelling in the back room. Yeah, that's Yale right there. That's your boy Yale. And guess what? They do this at Hell Night. You gotta spit the egg in the other man's mouth to get the job that you want in society. That's why if you married and some of y'all husbands was in a frat, ask him about Hell Night. That's the reason why he making six figures right now. Because if he didn't do this, he'll be making five figures. But now he making six because he did this ritual. That's why y'all good. That's why y'all eating on a flat. That's why y'all eating on a cobblestone. Because he spit the egg in the yeah, that's why y'all got that 10-bedroom, man. I'm telling you. Some people do it on their own. Shouts out to the people that that come up naturally and do it on their own. But fuck you motherfuckers that gotta take this damn shortcut. Y'all fucking it up for everybody else. Cause we looking at y'all like, man, how'd you get this nice? How'd you come up? And you took the shortcut. Skull and bones. Motherfuckers take the shortcut. There ain't no reason people out here with bachelor's degrees and can't find a job, but all he gotta do is this at 3 o'clock in the morning, and now he's now he's money man. You know what I'm saying? And now he's money man. Oh shit, man. Y'all making my head hurt tonight, man. For real. My head is throbbing, but I'm laughing at the same time because y'all know it's true. Y'all know it's true. This is the shortcut you gotta take. This be some of the oaths in some of these fraternities, man. Real shit. I ain't even gonna lie. I ain't even gonna lie. I ain't gonna say they all do it, but they all do some type of form of hazing. You gotta be some type of form of hazing going on. Cause you can't just let anybody in your damn circle. This is what keeps motherfuckers in line right here. Oh shit. Oh yeah, see they JP Morgan, Chase, BlackRock, Vanguard, they all Skull and Bones have been mentioned in directing the US military and intelligence policy. Damn. That's why Pete Hediges, I can't pronounce his name. That's why Petey, I'm gonna call him Petey, Hediges, I cannot pronounce his fucking last name. Well, allegedly, he's suspending 20% of the support of older members like colonels and shit. 20% of them motherfuckers gone. 20%. So though that 20% is most likely uh you know COINTELPRO. Now look at this human being. Guess who they? Hold on. Yeah, I mean, you see, I try to make it make sense out here, making the rest of us feel bad because we earn an honest living. Meanwhile, this is what they doing to get ahead. Yeah, this is what they doing to get ahead. That's why he got that good job at Conglomerate working with Ed Bighead. Making yeah, he working with Ed Bighead making six figures. But shit, we put in the same work and don't get nowhere. Just like, just like that's why they, you know what? That's why they mad at Shiloh Hendricks. You know why a lot of black people are mad at Shiloh Hendricks? Because shit, black people been calling themselves niggas, each other niggas for since the beginning of time, and then Shiloh Hendricks get to say it one time and get, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? That I ain't gonna lie. I don't care what motherfuckers say, but nigga, that shit hurt. I ain't even gonna lie. That shit hurt. You be like, damn, I've been saying the N word for a long. And then she come along and say it, and she get $1 million. Imagine how many rappers like my damn self. You know what I'm saying? You gotta look at this. You can't help but to laugh. That shit funny, but it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? There's shortcuts. You could take shortcuts, man. You just got to be at the right place at the right time. You know what I'm saying? It was just her moment. So it is what it is. You know, I got to give y'all some comedy. For real, man. I know rappers out there pissed. Motherfucker been saying the N word every damn bar, and she get to say it one bar and blow up overnight. What? Motherfucker done put out 10 mixtapes. Motherfucker put out 10 mixtapes. She say it one time and she she got a whole record deal out this bitch. I ain't mad. That shit's funny though, man. Uh but yeah, check this out. Now guess who Whoopi Goldberg is mocking? JP Morgan. I told you. Guess who black people are mocking? The Jewish community. You see the top hat? You see she wearing the same hat as JP Morgan, but she'll fuck around and call JP Morgan a racist and what do they do? What's that one word for it? Stealing your culture. But she's stealing JP Morgan swag. Boy, these people are, I swear, these people are caught red-handed, man. They caught red-handed on this channel. I call them I call them costume people. And the way they dress up, we could sync them back to a few people that go by the same attire. Um, but yeah, thanks for chiming in. We gonna get into that other episode tomorrow. I'm gonna come in here and kick it with y'all tomorrow. But shit, thanks for tuning in. This Jahudi, I can't even pronounce your name, Miss AI. I'll call you Mr. AI. I don't know if you're a female with that. What is your name? You gotta pronounce that for me so I'm not mispronouncing it. It shouts out to a human being. But yeah, y'all on point. Y'all was on point in the comment section. But yeah, put something in the comment section so I know how to pronounce your name. You got a very distinct name. I don't know how to pronounce it. What that outfit? This outfit, yeah, she basically copied. She's basically J.P. Morgan right now. The same top hat, or what they call the magician's hat, and this hat is the whole concept of of the white rabbit, and the magician always carries a wand in her hand, and that wand is the pen as well. When they say the pen is mightier than a sword, if you look at a wand, it's not that big. It's not that big, man. But the thing is, J.P. Morgan would be uh who else wore the top hat? Was it Franklin D. Roosevelt? You know, these are your presidents, man. The Monopoly man or and the Quaker Oat man, they're your modern day presidents. But the people don't see it that way. Uh, but you got to look at it as these are the people that established, America, the bankers and stuff. I ain't got no animosity towards these people at all. I really don't, man. It's just a history lesson. People gotta understand what went on in those days and who these people are, because the Hati. Oh, the Hati. I like that name. Miss AI is okay. Well, I like that name. The Hati. Okay, I'm a woman. I work with AI, hence the name plus my. Oh, okay, bet. Okay, yeah, we on point with that now. Well, shouts out to Miss AI and shouts out to a human being for tapping in. I will be going live tomorrow. I'm gonna try to get on here like around 6 a.m. I'm gonna try to do a morning show depending on how I feel. But yeah, I love y'all. Thanks for tuning in. I hope y'all got what y'all was looking for with the information. But I'm out of here, y'all. I'm out.